I'm doing another week in my life, so we're just gonna hang out in this video. You'll come along, we'll see what we get up to this week. Monday morning, nothing quite like it. I haven't had a matcha in months, clearly, because I put in honey at the end and now it's stuck to the bottom. This is delicious. I feel like Cosmo and Wanda vibes right now. I usually wake up in the morning around 7:38, and if it's one of those days, maybe like 9. And it's so weird, that's always the second time I wake up, because the first time I wake up is when Micah leaves for work, and he usually leaves around 6 a.m. So I'll wake up, say bye to him, and then I go back to sleep. And then by the second time I wake up and I feel this like pressing amount of guilt. I don't know why, because I'll look at the clock and I'm like, he's been at work for 2 hours already. What am I doing? And then when I think about that, that really just makes me jump out of bed. So that's been my morning routine recently. It's definitely a little different now that I live with someone. I just got back from a little cycle class. I genuinely think I could wring out my workout set, which is kind of gross, but kind of cool. Another day, another basic outfit. These are from Girlfriend Denim, and the top is kind of like this cut raw seam, which I've never seen before, so I think that's cool. And then just this little Abercrombie tank. I'm getting ready to film a little brand deal that's due tomorrow, and the hair is just not doing it. It's like second, third day hair. I didn't want to wash it because I have another workout class tomorrow. This is like my third round of putting on blush. I just can't get enough. This one is the Charlotte Tilbury. Also, the news just came out. I posted on my Instagram if you want to go see, but I was a part of a Charlotte Tilbury X Disney collab campaign. They did different looks inspired by Disney princesses, and I was chosen to be Moana, which is such a huge honor. I've definitely been feeling like my little inner beauty guru is coming out again recently, because as you know, I used to be a beauty guru. I say that very loosely, but I used to go by Beauty by Ava. If you scroll back far enough, if you dare, which I kind of hope you don't, you'll see. The lipstick I'm using today is from Merit. It's a really pretty color. It's just kind of natural. All right, I'm gonna get to filming, and then I wanna have a little editing coffee shop kind of day. Pita chips, sourdough, avocados, apple banana is my favorite, an onion, a lime, tomatoes, strawberries, and then some blueberries. Kind of random. Oh, well, let me not forget my refill of the grenadine syrup, because I'm running out and I don't want to run out. So it's already been a few weeks of Micah and I living together, which is pretty crazy. I'm pretty much adjusted at this point. I'm still kind of getting used to his whole schedule. I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I have more alone time than I ever have, which is so backwards than what you would think when you move in with someone. But during the weeks, pretty much I am with him for the 3 or 4 hours that he's awake before he goes to bed after he gets home from work. So it's been really interesting. I feel like it has made my domestic side come out a little bit, not in a bad way. I'm happy to, because you guys know I've struggled with wanting to cook for a while. It was hard to motivate myself to do it for myself, but now that it's someone else, I'm more driven to do it. So I've actually been cooking, which is quite the concept. But yeah, definitely does feel like a new chapter for myself on a personal level, and then also in our relationship. So it feels like I have a little bit of a new life going on. I'm like adjusting to it, and I'm really liking it. It's going great. Anywho, that's my little rant. Honestly, not that much is gonna change in the vlogs now that he lives here, because it's still mostly me. I know no one was worrying about it, but I just wanted to assure you we're still gonna have our one-on-one time together. It is 5:30. Micah is about to come home from work. Woohoo!
This is what I got for dinner.
Girl dinner. We got some Thai food for takeout. Spring rolls. Pad Thai.
More spring rolls.
More spring rolls. Those are Micah's, these are mine. We don't like to share. We figured that out the hard way.
More Pad Thai.
I'm doing a little studio shoot with my friend Lala, who's also a photographer. She has her own studio here, which is really cool. So we're gonna do some podcast photos. I like to have fresh content for the podcast Instagram. If you don't follow it, you definitely should. It's really cute. Hence why I actually did my hair today. You guys know I've been trying to grow it out. So she's pretty long right now. I also packed some bags filled with props and some different outfits. I think this one is my favorite podcast prop. It's like this little sage green telephone, which is really cute. Oh, this is cool.
No, I love it because in the pictures they kind of give the same vibe.
I love that. Are you serious?
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh. With Lala today, we're about to shoot. We're in the studio.
that is so cool.
You want to show them your cute little setup that you have going on?
Okay. We've dragged this rug up today. I just put some plants and we plastered the walls to give texture.
So cute.
So it's like a little Rome and a little Bali inspired.
Yes, she's a pro. The shoot went very well. It was one of those days where the makeup was hitting just right and I liked how I looked, which was nice. Which is so weird because I feel like there are days where I look the exact same. Like I fundamentally know that nothing is different about my face or like body, whatever. And some days I'm like, oh, you're cute. And then other days I'm like, something's just not hidden, right? So it was one of those days where I was like, oh, I like how I look. So that was convenient. I put on this new workout set that I got from Set Active and I'm gonna go do a little cycle class. I've been very in my fitness mood recently and I feel like I've just been rotating between going on walks, cycling, and Pilates. So that's kind of the workouts that I've been doing lately. Just as suspected, my life flashed before my eyes in that class. The more I work out though, and the more I keep the promise to myself to keep going, the easier it gets. Not necessarily the workout, but just the act of going and the routine of it. I feel like when I used to put it off, I would just get so scared, and then the longer I would wait and the more I would put it off, the more resistance I would build to it, so it just made it harder for myself. On that note, that's kind of advice that I've gotten from Ed Milet, and I recently started reading his The Power of One More book. It's the ultimate guide to happiness and success. He has a podcast, and he was a guest on another podcast that I listened to, The Skinny Confidential, and he basically created a book. Basically, the power of one more is doing one more of the hard things, making one more connection, doing one more rep, doing one more of the hard thing. I'm only a chapter in, but I have been wanting to get back into reading books like this and kind of switching off between my fiction books and then reading this in between. I feel like it's a really good way to end a night or start a morning. So I've been reaching for this. I try to read a few pages every night or every morning. I've been meaning to start this book for so long, but it's been sitting on my shelf just staring at me for months. So I finally picked it up. And in the introduction, it says, I'll read a little paragraph for you. It says, you're a lot closer to changing your life than you think. You're one more meeting, one more relationship, one more decision, one more action, or one more thought from leading the life you deserve. The power of one more challenges you to become hyper-focused and addicted to searching for the one mores in your life. The individual thoughts and actions you take don't need to be profound. However, when you compound these small thoughts and actions and stack them up on top of each other, the resulting changes over time are profound. I honestly don't really listen to a lot of male podcasts at all. Not my thing. But I actually really like his advice. He's very inspirational, motivational, and I just resonate. I'll keep you updated, but that's the self-help book I'm currently reading. I took a break for a while reading self-help books because I was reading so many, but I wasn't actually doing anything about it. So I would just read it and then nothing would change, because reading a self-help book, in theory, you're like, oh, that should change my life. But it's what you do from reading. And I just wasn't doing anything. So I stopped for a while. But I'm actually really excited to read this because I feel like it kind of lines up with what I'm trying to do recently. I'm reading that along with Love in Other Words. So kind of just switching off between the two. Fun fact, I never read the back of books anymore. Like I used to. But nowadays, I just like to either get recommendations from you guys or other people. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna trust the process, and I just start reading. So I actually usually don't read the backs of books. I've been trying to be a lot more intentional about not going on my phone right before bed, because then I just get so wrapped up in TikTok or Instagram, and then I end up just like doom scrolling. So reading has been a really nice way that I like to end my nights lately. Grandma era. I'm thinking this for my outfit today. I've been loving skirts, something about them. I'm just like, sign me up. Maybe I'll do a cream bag instead. Is that cuter? I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready. I'm hanging out with my mom today. My mom wanted to come to the mall to see my Hollister campaign.
Yes, so excited.
In person. What? You want a picture?
Wow.
Got it. Yes. It's quiet time. It's that time of the day. It's like 2:30 right now. I'm gonna give myself 30 minutes to just chill and read. Taking 30-ish minutes to just do nothing in the middle of the day is like the adult version of having nap time for me. When I was in preschool, fun fact, I had to be separated, like in a separate section, because like in the classroom, everyone would lay out their little cots and then take a nap, like a group nap, which I don't know why we stopped doing that after kindergarten. It's awful. But I had to be put in a separate room during those nap times, like literally a whole separate room by myself. My mom said it's because I wouldn't rest and like I would try and like talk to people and like I wouldn't calm down. Which sounds about right. But nowadays I'm like, ooh, I get midday slumps routinely, pretty much. Especially if I'm just at home. Like if I'm out doing stuff, you push through, but like when you're at home, someone commented that I talk too much in one of my recent videos. And I agree, I talk a lot, but you'd be surprised how much more internal dialogue goes on, so really I filter it when I post these videos. Anyway, here's a clip of me not talking. See, like that's boring. I'm going to record an episode for my next podcast. I wanted to do an episode kind of about figuring out life in your 20s, which is a very broad topic, but I was just on a roll planning this episode out. So I have this little like notes list of all the different points that I kind of want to hit. Sometimes with podcasts, I will fully just like freestyle. And then other times when it's more of like a set topic, I kind of like to have a bit of an outline, not a script, but just different things that I don't want to miss. Hello everyone, welcome back to the On My Mind podcast. My name is Ava. This is a podcast where I talk about all the things that go on in my head. I want to do a little skincare mask. This one is Acere Australian Red Clay Brightening Detox Mask. It looks like this. I like doing it when I break out, and right now I'm breaking out, so I'm PMSing, which is very fun. It's like the week before I start my period, I always break out no matter how clear my skin is, no matter what I'm eating or what I'm doing to it, I'm gonna break out. That along with mood swings and some other fun side effects that is just really amazing. I feel like during this time of my cycle, it's very hard not to invalidate my feelings because something will happen or I'll like have a breakdown or something and I'm like, it's just because my period's coming. But then I'm like, that's not very validating to what I'm feeling. But then a few days go by and I'm like, that definitely was because my period was starting. So it's really a fun guessing game of what is the root of the problem here. It is a beautiful sunny Thursday here. I made plans with my friend Bailey to go to the beach, which I'm really excited about. I did a cycle class this morning. Left me in shambles in the best way. and then I had a few calls. So now we can have fun and party. I'm really excited to see her. I feel like I've been very intentional about making time for friends, and I just feel like I'm in the best place I've ever been with my friendships. And it just feels really good to do that because there were points where I would isolate myself. It's been really nice lately to make plans with friends, and I have amazing friends, so I feel super, super grateful for that. A lot of my friends are gone right now, traveling, but Miss Bailey is here. I'm gonna go grab her and we're gonna have a little beach day.
Oh, I love it. Wait, I want to hold it. Oh.
Just do your thing.
Hello. Ava and Bailey Adventures.
Woo!
Starting now.
We're at the beach. Thank you. You're literally joking. It's a Friday, the end of the week, so I'm really excited. I have quite a busy day planned out for myself, but it's off to a good start. I'm glad I went to that Pilates class this morning because I woke up and I was just like, there's no way I'm getting out of bed. But apparently there was, because I did. I did not order this. I think these are Micah's goodies. He needed knee pads for training. Oh my gosh, I've seen these pop-in bottle vanilla cold brew oat milk latte plus collagen, and then all these other flavors. There's matcha, mocha, and caramel. We gotta try these. This sounds good. From Reformation, it's this black bag. I think the little tie detail is so cute. I love that. This is the cutest water bottle I've ever seen. It's from Hydro Flask. I did a brand deal with them on TikTok and I was curious, so I went to their website after and I was like, this color is literally adorable. I'm very excited. I really want to try one of these. Let's see what this pop-in bottle vanilla cold brew is talking about. I'm honestly not too big of a cold brew drinker, so I don't know how this differentiates from like a regular latte. That's actually really good. Really yummy. I feel like this is also really convenient for on the go. Three hours later, there is literally no one left in here. It's a Friday, so we're gonna make a Shirley Temple to celebrate. This is obviously not anything new, but I went through a phase where I was drinking them all the time and then I kind of fell off. And then ever since I filmed my last Living Alone, a week in my life vlog, and I made it in that video, I was like, I'm obsessed again. We're going to a little barbecue that our friends are having.
I'm gonna drop this.
Our friends are having a barbecue at their house tonight, so that'll be really fun. I feel like usually on Fridays we'll try to make some type of social plan just because it's the start of the weekend. Ever since Micah started his job and training, he's had such a strict and rigid schedule during the week, which honestly is really nice because it gives me kind of a schedule. Before I would kind of work at any hour of the day, and then like weekends didn't really feel like weekends because I would kind of just choose random days during the week that I would like do stuff. But now that we live together, it's honestly giving me more structure in my own life, which has felt really nice, especially like working from home. I just recently got this robe. It's the Jerf Avenue one, and I'm obsessed. I feel like a little housewife, house girlfriend, whatever. Let me know how you've been liking the vlogs. I feel like I haven't done a lot of weekly vlogs lately, but I've been kind of into them. So let me know if you like the longer form videos or if you like more of like a day in my life. I've been having so much fun recording these. I feel like it's fun spending a whole week together. I love having someone to talk to Sometimes this can be a very lonely job. And if I don't make an effort to like have human interaction during the week, then I won't. So let me know your thoughts. Also comment down below if you like longer videos, like more than 15, 20 minutes, or like shorter than that. Happy Friday. I just finished this book, Love in Other Words. It was really cute. It's a dual timeline, so the past and the present. It's a best friends to lovers kind of trope, except they were best friends when they were little and then had this like huge thing that happened between them. And then 11 years passed and then they finally reconnect, but they both have completely new lives from the 11 years that they spent apart. I like how it goes from past to present because it talks about what's happening in the moment, but then gives backstory. Every other chapter is then versus now. And so it gives you like the backstory while you're reading what's actually happening in the moment. So I really enjoyed this. But now it's time to get back into some scary psychological suspense. If you have any good mystery, suspense, thriller type books, not horror, but more so like the mystery vibe, let me know what your favorite is down below. On my birthday when Micah took me out and I had a Shirley Temple, he was like, I'm gonna tie a knot with it. So he like did it. And I was shocked because I don't know many people who can like tie a cherry stem in their mouth. And like, you know, it's an experience watching someone do that. It's very like intimate. And I'm such a memory hoarder.